A major event in this opera theater season is the premiere of a new performing version of The Grapes of Wrath, which had its original world premiere at the Minnesota Opera in 2007. This work is uniquely American, with music that is influenced by the sound of banjos, fiddles, even a washboard. It's not to be missed. This opera is by Ricky Ian Gordon, one of America's great living composers, the one behind our 2014 world premiere of 27, who has been working for the past year on creating a new edition of The Grapes of Wrath just for the opera theater stage. Not long ago, Opera News magazine asked industry professionals and critics to name the new masterpieces of the 21st century. And Ricky had not one but two operas on that list. One of them was The Grapes of Wrath. Ricky's commissions from opera companies include the Lyric Opera of Chicago and the Metropolitan Opera, but he's also a theater composer, and it is that blend of styles that makes his music so unforgettable. The Grapes of Wrath is of course based on the iconic novel by John Steinbeck, so we couldn't do this without our amazing librettist, Michael Korie, who has condensed Steinbeck's sweeping book into a marvel of poetic lyrics. You may have heard of Michael for his work on major musicals such as Grey Gardens or Far from Heaven. And it's only fitting for such an epic opera that we have our artistic director, James Robinson, staging the production. Jim is famous throughout the opera world for his work on contemporary operas, making them so incredibly alive. And for St. Louis audiences, he's given us many of our most memorable evenings in the theater. The Grapes of Wrath is about a lot of things, but I think above all, it's about the American ideal of strength in the face of adversity. It's the story of the Joad family, who are battered by the Great Depression, setting out against all odds, fleeing the Dust Bowl in Oklahoma, on their way to the promised land of California, where they plan to be migrant farm workers. And they face setback after setback, but it is their refusal to give up and their refusal to be torn apart, their commitment to sticking together, to sacrificing for each other, and to even sacrifice for strangers, that makes the story so haunting. A great ensemble cast is needed to tell this story, and we have one. As Tom Joad, we have Tobias Greenhalgh. Opera theater audiences will remember him in 27 as the character of Leo Stein and also Man Ray, a performance which landed him on the cover of Opera News magazine as a young artist. Tobias started out as a Jardine young artist, and in the past few seasons has been singing mostly in Vienna, taking Europe by storm. So we're thrilled to have him back at Opera Theater in a leading role for 2017. As Rosa Scharn, we have Deanna Breiwick, who gave an incredibly memorable performance as Mabel in the Pirates of Penzance, and before that as Joanna in our Sweeney Todd. She's been singing the last few seasons in Switzerland at the Zurich Opera. And then as Ma Joad, we have a fearless mezzo-soprano to play this fearless character, Katharine Goeldner, who moved audiences so much as the character of Peggy in Shalimar the Clown last season. She is an artist of heart-wrenching poignancy, and I know she's going to be riveting in this production. And then, staying true to Opera Theater's mission of promoting from within, we have a rising young tenor, Geoffrey Agpalo, in the role of Jim Casey, the preacher, another singer who began his career with Opera Theater as a Jardine young artist and will take a major step forward in this production. The Grapes of Wrath has been one of the most beloved and widely read of American novels. It's been an award-winning and very beautiful film, and I think what's great about this operatic version is that it lifts up what is so important about the Joad family and what they represent. They represent kindness and the refusal to give up, and really what is best in all of us.